the traditional SMMA model is completely dead in 2024. Okay, outbound, email, ads, they're all outdated and they're super saturated sources of acquisition this year and then in all the years moving forward. This is only going to get worse. Right now, what's happening is that there is a new model emerging. Okay, and that is what I'm going to be talking about in this video, and that is the anti-agency model. Okay, this model requires you to run zero ads. It requires you to have no team at all. It requires zero DMs, zero cold DMs, zero warm DMs. Unless you're trying to close through DMs, sure, feel free to do that. Okay, it's 100% viable with this model. But if you don't want to, you are not going to be forced to send out a single DM. Okay, and it doesn't require you to send out a single cold email or warm email. Okay, this is going to be done without any of that sort of infrastructure. And I myself actually quit my $10,000 a month agency to start this business. Here are screenshots from my first ever $10,000 a month if you want proof, which I'm assuming you are, which is why I'm giving it to you. Okay, basically the reason I quit is because I was in a lot of pain due to outbound. I was doing DM outbound on Instagram. Okay, I had 2 VAs running simultaneously. They were sending 100 DMs per day each, which is 200 DMs a day. Okay, I had the whole infrastructure set up with proxies. I had like that, because I'm from Poland originally, so I had my accounts set up to where Instagram thinks I'm sending DMs from the US, and then I had like different locations set up, and then different proxies and VPNs set up connected to each account, so Instagram doesn't detect that it's all coming from one IP address, so it doesn't hurt your freaking response rate and your deliverability, because Instagram obviously doesn't like you sending cold DMs, right? Which is what most people don't understand. You are literally fighting against Instagram, which is owned by Meta, which is one of the biggest companies in the world. You are fighting against them when you're trying to send cold DMs. It was a freaking pain, right? And although I did scale to 10K per month, it was just a pain to maintain. And I saw that I was capped and I couldn't scale further. And I saw that there was a better way out, which is this sort of business model that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Okay. And also at the same time, I was running software. I was spending hours in my Instagram DMs every single day, just trying to maintain these conversations, trying to get these people on calls. And guess what? When I got them on calls, they didn't give a shit. They didn't want to pay me high ticket because the gap to bridge from someone being completely cold to them actually paying you thousands of dollars, it just doesn't happen that easily. Okay, people, like 99% of people that you actually come in contact with through outbound, they just want performance based, or they want you to work for free. Okay, it's almost impossible to get high ticket payments from these sort of clients. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there are definitely better ways, and I myself quit for that reason. Okay, I was running an outdated model, right, is basically what I'm trying to say here. And I capped out, right? I was unable to scale further, which is why I quit. Right, and right now what I'm doing is I'm running my own creator business, which is basically the anti-agency model that I mentioned in the title of this video. Also like to call it a creator business, which is sort of mainly what I call it because it encapsulates what it is very well. I'm going to speak about what this is later in this video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, and when I shifted, right, what happened is my marketing went from 4 hours a day in my DMs, managing the team, getting them to perform, to 1 hour a day. Okay, well, like increasing the output that I'm getting massively, right? I went from chasing clients to clients actually chasing me. Okay, and I went from being stuck in circles, going around trying to, stuck in circles building something that isn't really worth much. I wasn't really building anything for the long term. I realized that if I kept sending out these 200 outbound messages using VAs, if I kept using the software I was using, I was going to have to keep doing that for years and years and years to come because I wasn't building anything for the long term. I was just putting myself in the slavery flywheel of sending outbound, and sending outbound forever. Right, and I went from that to building an asset that will actually build me long-term wealth. It's also generating me cash now, but it's also going to financially secure me for the future. Okay, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how I was able to do that and how you can do the exact same thing. Okay, so what is the anti-agency? Okay, it's basically the opposite to the traditional SMMA model. Okay, versus instead of outbound, what we do is we focus on inbound. Okay, instead of chasing clients, clients chase us. Right, instead of one-to-one, you send out manually DMs, right? You send out personalized looms to every single person you come into contact with, right? Because that's probably what's working best. It's what I've seen work best, right, in terms of like response rates and actually getting it invested people interested, right? But instead of going one-to-one, spending hours of your day, spending days out of your week, sending out these personalized looms, contacting people one by one, we move over to one-to-many, and we all of a sudden unlock insane leverage, right? Instead of having a massive team, which is what I personally had, right, VAs, setters, eventually you're going to have to get closers. I went from that to virtually having no team at all. Okay, pretty much just being me. Plus, obviously, if you need anyone to help you out with fulfillment, yes, but in terms of marketing, completely no team. And then we went from short-termism to building long-term wealth. Okay, these are the 4 main shifts of the creator business compared to the traditional SMMA model. Okay, also called the creator business, as I mentioned before, right? And basically, at the core of this business lies this basic framework. Okay, what you do is you literally make content to get attention, and then once you have that attention, if you do it correctly, if you bring in the right people, leveraging the right trends, and speaking about the right sort of stuff in your content, you're going to be able to present these people an offer, and they're going to pull the trigger on that offer because of the trust you've built, because they're the right kind of people that you can actually help, and because you've been just popping up on their feed for so long that they know that you're the person that can help them. Okay, you're not gonna have to hard sell on these calls. People are just gonna book calls. They're gonna be ready to get started. Okay, because you are doing it in such an organic and in such a natural way, right? You're not running an ad telling people, "Oh, buy my stuff," right? You're literally providing value, and these people see the value and they end up buying. Okay, and if you haven't noticed by now, by the way, this is the game that everyone who is getting rich is playing. Like, we obviously have Hermosi, right? We obviously have Iman. Like, we know this by now. Hermosi quit his like 36x ROAS funnel. He quit running ads to run a creator business, right? Iman, also his primary source of getting his clients is his almost 5 million subscriber YouTube channel. Okay, but it's not just people in the make money online space. Okay, you have Mr. Beast, built up a massive audience, put out his Feastables bars. Guess what? He's making way more money than he was before. Okay, I'm not sure about the exact figures, to be honest, for Mr. Beast, but Feastables are crazy. Mr. Beast Burger is crazy. Any product he puts out is going to do insanely well because he's running a creator business at its core. Okay, Kylie Jenner obviously put out her cosmetics brand, also doing insanely well. And then Sam Sulek, I actually have a video about Sam specifically coming up soon. Right, Sam, right now, he's already become a millionaire just from affiliates, just from his sponsors, and just from YouTube ad revenue, which is freaking crazy. But if you put out his own product also, which, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to, because he's a really chill guy, doesn't seem like it's something that he wants to do, but if he wanted to, he could become a multi-millionaire. I'm talking tens of millions of dollars because of the audience he's built. Like, he's also built up a massive audience, and they're incredibly loyal to him because of the way that he's built them. So like I said, it's inbound. Right, Mr. Beast doesn't have to go and try to get clients. He just mentions Feastables in one of his YouTube videos. People end up buying, and the Feastables are sold out in shops. It's one to many, right? Mr. Beast does not know you exist. He didn't engage with you personally. He has hundreds of millions of subscribers by now on his YouTube, and every single one of these subscribers wants to buy Feastables. Okay, it's just how it is. If I saw Feastables in here, in Poland, in shops, it's not here yet, or I've just been completely missing. But if I saw, I'd probably buy it just to try, to be honest, because I know Mr. Beast, right? No team. Sam Sulek, do you think he has a team? Obviously, he does not have a team. It's literally just him driving to his car and back, right, because of how real of a brand he's built. And then long-term wealth. Do you think Kylie Jenner is ever going broke? Apart from the fact she comes from the family that she comes from, obviously she's not going broke. Mr. Beast, never going broke. Sam, never going broke unless he cancels himself and deletes him off of social media, which he would be very stupid to do, right? Never going broke. Okay, long-term wealth. So now that you know what a creator business is and you're hopefully sold on creator one, how do you actually start one? Okay, very simple. Okay, step one is to take your existing offer or to create an offer. Okay, the beauty about this is that it can be literally anything. Right, Mr. Beast, Feastables, Beast Burger. Okay, Kylie Jenner, cosmetics. It just has to be roughly related with what you're talking about. Sam Sulek, he could start a supplement brand. He could start merch. He could even start something like a paid community if he wanted to. Right, he would absolutely print money. And then also two other examples that I have here are Emma Chamberlain. She started her own coffee brand. Right, 12 million subscribers. It's literally just her vlogging. People resonate with that. Started her own coffee brand, made a shit ton of money. And guys like Derek Moore plays more dates, right? Obviously with Gorilla Mind. This guy is freaking printing money right now. I'm not sure exactly how much he's doing, but from what people predict, from what he's suggested in interviews, it's from $6 to $10 million per month. This guy is making Iman level money, right? Iman Gatsi level money with 1.2 million subscribers, just literally posting YouTube videos and having a bunch of links in his description. Okay, it is absolutely insane. He's making more money than Make Money Online gurus are doing by literally just posting content. Okay, and so that's step one, right? It's really freaking simple. Anything you want it to be, just make an offer and put it out there. People are going to buy if they resonate with you, and that's the most important part. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just something that you think people watching your YouTube would like. Okay, and then step two is for you to get clear on these three things. Okay, you got to get clear on your story, right, which is essentially your area of expertise. So basically, what problem can I solve? Okay, you don't need to ask what problem needs solving. You just got to ask him, what problem can I solve, and just start making videos about that problem. Because chances are, if you ever overcome a problem, which 99% of people have, trust me, when I speak to people, they're like, oh, I haven't really done much with my life. Trust me, bro, you have. Just find something that you're passionate about, something that you're knowledgeable about. Everyone has that sort of stuff, right? And just start speaking about how you solve that problem, and then people are going to resonate, as long as it's authentic. Okay, if you just start, this is a mistake I made getting into SMMA. I did it because, oh, the SMMA, I'm going to make a lot of money, right? Mistake, right? You got to be authentic. Right now, I'm feeling like I'm actually doing something that has a deeper purpose behind it, because I'm actually doing something that I really believe in. And that is the most important part. Okay, the reason why most businesses fail, in my view, is because they do something that is completely out of alignment with themselves and what they believe in and what they want to do. Okay, if you're passionate about something, like I'm passionate about this, like Mr. Beast is passionate about making these sort of videos, like Kylie is passionate about makeup and whatever the hell, and like Sam is insanely passionate about fitness, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to build a really loyal audience, first and foremost, which is part one. Okay, the story in order to build that audience that's going to end up buying from you. Okay, two is your main angle. Okay, you got to get a single statement that basically encapsulates your brand, right? It's got to be simple and it's got to be, I said catchy here, but a better word here is just easy to remember, right? So for the creator business model, what it is you make content to get attention, and then you redirect that to a product or service. You just present an offer, and these people end up buying because of the trust you've built, like all these people are doing here. Okay, that's my main angle. You can have yours and just keep repeating it, keep indoctrinating people into believing that this is the best solution, and you're going to do really freaking well. And then three is action, right? It's literally just making videos based on outliers, which are videos that performed unusually well for other people in your space with one purpose. Okay, you got to show you understand the viewer first and foremost. You got to dig into pain, and then you got to present a solution that is different to everyone else. Okay, so I want to show you how I did that based on this video, right? First, show you understand the viewer. What did I do here? Okay, this is social proof, right? Then I told the story. Okay, I'm showing you I understand what you're going through. If you're sending out DMs right now, you're definitely going through what I went through. And I know that because I'm speaking directly to what you went through because I went through it myself. That is why authenticity is so important. Okay, that's one. Two is digging into pain. Also here, I dug into pain. Here, this is also digging into pain. Throughout the entire video, I'm digging into pain. And then part three, present a solution that is different to everyone else. The creator business model solution, the anti-agency solution is different to what everybody else is doing. Okay, that is part three. And as long as you literally just do that, you follow this framework, you execute on these 3 steps, you're going to be on your way to making a lot of money in this new creator economy. So that's basically the anti-agency model. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot of value. If you want to start your own anti-agency creator business model where you don't have a team, you run no ads, you literally just make content around your product or service, being real, having fun while you do it because you're being real and making a lot of money while doing so, then you can book in a call. That's actually what we do for our clients. We help them start their own creator business and then scale them up, start making money just from posting videos online, feel passionate while doing so, which I can truly say right now that I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing, which is pretty freaking cool to say. And then obviously building a long-term asset that's going to compound, that's going to stack, and that's going to build you long-term wealth. If you want help doing that, building your own creator business and, escaping the cold DM rat race that just doesn't freaking work anymore, then you can book in a call and we can show you how to do that and we can see if it would make sense. I appreciate you watching this video and I will see you guys tomorrow.